Today you'll be cooking. Oh. Wow.
What even is that?
Yeah. Come on, Diana.
Now it's time for me to place the SCOBY onto the panna cotta. The next thing I have to do is move on to the egg. It's a really delicate process because I don't want anything to break. Getting this egg yolk filled is going to be hard. It's going to require a lot of focus and steady hands.
Awesome, fantastic, well done. Come on.
Using a skewer, I have to poke a hole on the top of the yolk, and using a syringe, I have to remove about 3 mils of yolk from the egg yolk and fill that in with 3 mils of caramel rum filling.
Everybody's holding their breath.
8 minutes to go, come on.
Doing well, keep going.
The pressure in the room is so intense right now. It's all come down to this one egg yolk, whether they can fill it without it breaking. If that egg yolk breaks, then it's game over. Good stuff.
Looks good.
Now I've done the hard work, I just have to get it onto the plate. I just don't want it to break.
Come on, Diana, you can do this.
Come on, Diana.
You're doing well.
Be careful. Careful. Careful.
Come on, Diana.
And you've got like 6 minutes left.
Don't underestimate building up the structure on the outside. Don't underestimate the time it takes.
I remember tasting Kylie's dish. It was so perfectly balanced. There was a balance of sweet, sour, and salty, so I have to make sure that I can replicate that. I have to make sure I have enough caramel, enough honeycomb, enough of everything. I'm blowtorching the marshmallow and the skin's going beautiful and golden brown. It's exactly the same colour as Kylie's. I just need more time.
Let's move, 2 minutes now. Come on, you can do it.
So good.
Looks amazing. Yep. Keep going, keep going. Come on, come on.
It's so sticky.
Yep.
Come on, Diana.
Come on, Diana.
Come on, Diana.
Make sure you're
Make sure you're on pose. Get it on the plate.
10
Beautiful.
seconds.
Careful. Careful,
Do
Diana.
this, you can do this. Now she's getting it.
Good job.
That's it, Diana.
Good job.
We'll see you in the tasting room.
Well done.
Well done.
I think that last 15 minutes was more hectic than the actual cook itself. I'm just hoping that it tastes exactly like Kylie's and that the judges love it.
What do you think?
I'm loving the colours. I think it looks really beautiful. It's golden and, yeah, just it reminds me of what it's supposed to be, a little tumble of kind of leaves and, you know, bark.
Twigs
It's beautiful,
and
yeah.
things.
Really, really good.
No, that's good.
And she's done a really good job with the yolk too.
That's a really good. That's great, isn't it?
It's held its form. There's no leaking coming
Yeah.
from the outside as well. Oh, nice. And she's got a good amount of caramel
Yeah,
in there
that's good,
too.
Kylie, what's your thoughts?
I think it tastes really nice. The parsnip skins are lovely and crunchy. She hasn't overbaked them, so they're not bitter or burnt at all. And the caramel itself, it's a really nice colour. It's sort of not leaning towards the too dark side, which could make it bitter. Yeah, I really like this one.
I think the flavour of the panna cotta and caramel is almost bang on.
I think the other thing that was such a big pressure point was the yolk.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many ways that yolk could have failed, but she got a beautiful plump yolk with lots of caramel in the centre.
She done a really incredible job.
Yeah.
Right, with that said, let's get Eloise kicked off.
Cool.
I'm running out of time and I am starting to get frustrated. I'm onto my third egg yolk. If this one doesn't work, I'm not going to have time to finish plating this dessert.
Eloise, you've got 5 minutes. You really need to start pushing on a bit faster.
All right, come on, be good to me, little egg.
I'm being extra careful with this third one. I draw out some of the yolk.
There you go.
Beautiful.
I insert some of the caramel. This one has to work.
That's it.
That's it.
You're done.
Awesome.
This egg yolk's taken up so much of my plating time.
Eloise, you've still got all that structure on the outside that you need to build up, so keep moving.
I'm really happy at this stage, but I know that I have so many more elements left to do.
Come on, motor. 3 minutes to go.
Yes, George. I've got my broken up pieces of honeycomb and place that around the panna cotta.
Come on, Eloise.
You can do it, Eloise. Come on.
One of the last things I have to do is my marshmallow skins, and I want to get the colour of them exactly right. Kylie's were really quite dark and just the way that I like my marshmallows when I toast them on the fire. So I'm making sure that I'm being very careful about it because I don't want it to burn.
Just make sure, like, they'll cool quickly. So if it's too cold, it's going to crack. If it's too hot, it's not going to hold its form.
The last thing I need to do is arrange the twigs of the nest.
Breathe.
My hands are not listening to me.
10 seconds. 5.
No more touching.
Step away.
Thank you.
Finals week is just around the corner and I'm so close to achieving my dream. I just hope that I've done enough.
Presentation. What do you think?
It's not super strong, I don't think, the presentation. But saying that, she's got a darker char on her marshmallow skins, which I think it'll give it more flavour.
I think the thing that really stands out, look, it may be a bit slumped. It doesn't have the height of yours, but gee, the pops of colour,
Yeah.
you know, that incredible kind of glossy bronze, the marshmallow. It looks really vibrant.
Yeah, it does.
The macadamia panna cotta, it's grainy. It's not as smooth as yours was. How's the honeycomb?
For me, this one, I think she's taken it a little bit too far. You can taste the bitterness.
I think the problem with the whole dish is the flavour profile is completely different to yours. So there's a lot of bitter, dark flavours. This bark from the parsnip, that's my piece, certainly has been pushed too far, so it's bitter. And yet the caramel's nice. The egg yolks together. There's a good scorch on the marshmallow.
For me, the real strength is the oblongata sheet.
Yeah.
It's super thin, super crisp, super clear, and the colours are fantastic.
Walking my dish to the judges, I'm completely gutted. I felt like I had a really good cook today, and I feel like it all came crashing down in 15 minutes of plating up. I'm just really disappointed in myself.
Oh, Ben, that was a torrid cook, a torrid plating. How do you feel?
Absolutely gutted. Felt like I was making a really good time. Put the first egg yolk on the SCOBY and it just blew up and just downhill from there.
You gave up your job to be here?
I did, I gave up my job.
Explain to us why you're here.
I honestly love waking up every morning and cooking. There's just nothing better. You know, I've worked many jobs and I don't wake up with the passion that I do when I know I'm heading into the kitchen and cooking up something. So, yeah, I can't think of anything better.
Ben, time for us to taste. Thank you. Kylie, what do you think?
Well, he's obviously had some problems plating it up. His marshmallow skins, he wasn't really able to get quite a lot on there. I think it is actually going to come down to the flavours of this one.
Oh, there's caramel there.
Yeah. The yolk, he managed to get probably the most amount of caramel out of everybody else. When we cut into it, the caramel just spilled onto the plate, and I think that's really special. He did a good job filling it up.
That parsnip is the best. It's so delicious.
I think the flavour of the panna cotta and caramel is absolutely delicious. It's almost bang on. Look, a couple of negatives. Not as much honeycomb as maybe there should be. It's a little chewy.
The downfall for me is the honeycomb. It's still stuck to my tooth.
I know which one I think has done the best out of all three, but I think the other two, it's harder.
Have you got a sense of which of those two has done a better job, which of those two is safe?
I think I do, yeah.
Let's reveal who's going to stay in the competition and whose time in the MasterChef kitchen has come to an end.
Yeah. We can only imagine how the three of you feel. And I think it's safe to say this was an absolute beast of a dish. So many elements, so difficult. Kylie, how do you reckon they went?
I think you guys did a great job today. You've tackled techniques that you haven't seen before, different ingredients as well. So you should all be really proud of yourselves. I think you did a great job.
Thank you. You all bought us a complete dish. But one of you bought us a dish with smooth, velvety panna cotta, perfectly crisp parsnip, and a beautifully plump caramel-filled yolk. And that was you, Diana. You're safe. Congratulations, Diana. Well done.
Thank you. Well, Eloise, Ben, it comes down to the two of you, and it comes down to the dish that you cooked today. Eloise, you gave us great colour on your marshmallow skins, and your obulato is crystal clear and vibrant. But your panna cotta was too grainy, and you'd taken your parsnip and the honeycomb too far, and that gave a bitterness to the dish. Ben, your presentation was a fail, and the honeycomb was too chewy, but your parsnip and your panna cotta were the best of the lot. And the generous filling of caramel in the egg yolk, and your dish tasted closer to Kylie's than Eloise's, and that's why, Ben, you're safe. I'm sorry, Eloise. You're going home.